Okay, so today's topic is going to be micronutrients. Okay, so as Sir said, no, about Corona, I just want to tell this. Corona is an invisible virus. We don't even know how it looks like, no, and but still, the whole world is shrunk, and whole world is confined to their own houses. We are safe inside now because of that invisible virus. So similar to that, we have micronutrients. We require only micronutrients in small amount, but still it is very crucial for our life. That's why the micronutrients are called protective in nature. Okay, whatever we eat as carbohydrate, protein, fat, no. See, dietetics does not talk about the choosing of healthy choices. It does not stop there. It talks about how well it is absorbed in your body. And for that absorption to happen, your micronutrients play a role. Okay, that's what is all about micronutrients. You have vitamins, you have minerals. So we will be discussing about vitamins and minerals today. Okay. Okay, so micronutrients, as you all know, it's a first we are going to see about vitamins, then we'll go for minerals. Okay, next slide. Okay, so let me tell something about vitamins. So vitamins are organic substance, whereas minerals are inorganic substance. What is mean by organic and inorganic? Again, chemistry come into play. We have CHO and all that in organic substance. We don't have such things in minerals. So that's the difference. So remember, vitamins are organic substances. Okay. So yes, we go for now classification of vitamins. Okay, so as I said before, vitamins we require in short, in small quantities compared to your macronutrients, but you require them for better utilization of your macronutrients. Okay, so both are important. Okay, now let's move on to classification of vitamins. Yes, RDA of vitamins. What is it? Recommended dietary allowance of vitamins. Once you got to know about what all vitamins we have, in the categories. I will tell the classification, and then I'll tell what all vitamins we have in water soluble, what all we have in fat soluble, and the recommended dietary allowance for all the vitamins is given here. This is very important. Say in Google, if you check ICMR.
No, ma'am, it's pretty blurry.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Indian Council Medical Research Guideline or recommended dietary allowance. If you type this, you will get this value. Okay, this is not something you can rely on this. So that's it about it. That's what I know. In 2 hours, we can't cover everything. So yes, we have time. We will be, just try to get knowledge about each vitamin first. Then we will start learning the RDA values and all that. Okay, we'll move on to the next slide. Yes, classification of vitamins. We have two types. One is fat soluble and the other is water soluble. So what is the difference? When you see fat soluble vitamins, it is absorbed only by dietary fat in your body. The fat soluble vitamins, for example, vitamin A, D, E, K, they are fat soluble vitamins, and they get absorbed in your body only with the presence of dietary fat. Okay, but whereas in your water soluble vitamins, it is easily absorbed by water. So in water soluble vitamins, you require them daily. Any amount excess will be excreted that day only through your feces. Okay, it is not going to get stored. Your water soluble vitamins, if get absorbed, suppose if it is in excess, it is going to get excreted through your feces that day itself. But unlike water soluble, fat soluble vitamins is going to get stored in your body. Okay, so for example, in Bangalore, only for 6 months we get to see sunlight. For 6 months, there is very rare sunlight we get. So what will happen? For 6 months, we can go and get the vitamin D from sunshine and we can store them in our body. But for the rest of the 6 months, as we can't completely rely on sunlight, it will help till we require that range in our body. It is going to help through diet, that stored vitamin. As I said, it is a storage vitamins. Okay, but whereas we can't say the same for water soluble vitamins. It has to be gained through diet daily. That's why we say include vegetables, include fruits. Why? We get water soluble vitamins and we need them regular, no? So that's why. And one more thing, one more difference between these two is that the water soluble vitamins are they are very sensitive. They are very sensitive fellows. They easily get denatured by heat. They denatured by water. Okay, but whereas fat soluble is pretty stable. That's one difference. When I come to elaborate each vitamins, you will understand what I mean to say. Next slide, sir. Fat soluble vitamins. What are fat soluble vitamins? Vitamin A, D, E, and K. Okay, this you have to remember. Next slide, sir. Okay, so first we are going to look upon vitamin A. See, the moment we talk about vitamin A, we always remember carrots, right? Okay, so we Indian diets are super clever diets, I would say, because see, we don't have a tradition of including salads in our diet. Do you know that? We don't have any salad kind of thing in our traditional foods. Okay, because we always prefer to have a tadka. We will have a tempering with oil for each sabji, right? That is why, because I said this is a fat soluble vitamin. If we add a tadka, if we add a oil and put that mustard seed and mix it with the carrot, we get to have that vitamin A from the carrot because of the fat. Because of the dietary fat, it is getting absorbed nicely in our body. So that is the wisdom behind it. Okay, so when you see the foreign countries, they also have the salad with the kind of dressing they make. They put olive oil, they put a little bit of some other dressings. Olive oil is must there. Okay, with the dressing also. See, we neither follow their culture or follow our culture. We stuck in between. So now we are suffering. No, I don't know. It's not absorbed. So the problem is in absorption. Okay, either we stick on to our tradition or their tradition completely. We should not stuck in between. Okay, so this is about vitamin E. Vitamin A is not only found in carrots, it is also found in all green color, orange, red color vegetables, I mean to say. Okay, all colorful vegetables you could see vitamin A. Vitamin A, the sources of vitamin A we get either from plant and also from animal source. From plants, if you get in the form of carotene, and from animal you get it in the form of retinol. Okay, so the retinol is a preformed vitamin A from animal, and from plant, if you see that carotene has to be changed to vitamin A in your body. That body will take care, but carotene you should provide through plant source. Okay, so we get vitamin A from animal source also in the form of retinol. This also you have to be knowing it. Okay, so this is, as I said, in animal products, we get it from liver, we get it from milk fat, okay, butter, egg yolk, all has got vitamin A. And carotenoids found in plants or in green leafy vegetables, yellow fruits, for example, yellow capsicum, papaya fruit, papaya, mango, carrots, yellow capsicum and all that. Okay, all colorful vegetables. That's why we always say, please fill your plate with colorful vegetables. Always, in nutrition aspect, we say colorful vegetable, colorful, colorful, colorful. Why colorful? It is appealing to eyes, number one. Number two, it has got more vitamin A. Okay, so that kind of knowledge, is necessary to understand this. Okay, so what is the function of vitamin A? We know it's good for eyesight. Other than that, what we have? It is required to maintain the normal health and function of epithelial layer. What is epithelial layer? See, we have a mucus layer all through the lining inside. No, from the nose to the stomach layer, all through the organs, we have a thin layer outside, which is a mucus layer. To maintain that layer, we need vitamin A. So vitamin A is required there to maintain that. It is indirectly helping for immunity. Okay, so the first line of defense, your mucus layer is giving for you. That's why you develop mucus and you sneeze and you cough and all that, right? So that mucus layer is controlled, is maintained by vitamin A. That's why it is indirectly helping for immunity. So someone asks which food is helpful for immunity, you should not say only vitamin C. You should say always all vitamins. Here, as of now, vitamin A is also helpful for your immunity. Okay, number one. And it promotes growth, important during pregnancy. See, in some, at some stage, the children were developing many eyesight problem. For example, night blindness and Bitot spots and all the corneal xerosis. If you see, the deficiency part, you can understand. All these were happening and the government were wondering how to solve this problem. Then they found vitamin A, if given as a supplementation for children, they can recover from the problem. So later on, vitamin A supplementation program happened. A government policy was launched and the children were sorted out of this problem. So that much important is vitamin A for children as well as for a pregnant woman. Pregnant women need a little extra than a usual, for a normal person. Okay. Yes, sir. Same PPT, same slide, sir.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
That means eating raw carrot will not help in for the body to absorb it?
Yes, exactly. You can toss it with a little bit of butter or a tadka, carrot sabji. You need, what I mean to say, you need a fat to absorb a fat soluble vitamin. Okay.
And that means any fat taken during the day, that will not help.
That will also help, but yes, the same food, if you have, it gets absorbed better.
Thank you.
Okay, so it is also helpful for healthy teeth, bone development. See, that's why not one food is a superfood. You remember that. Okay, don't underestimate other foods. All foods are required. If I say calcium, if I say vitamin D, only that will help for bone development. No, we need vitamin K, we need vitamin A, and all that plays a role, important role in synthesizing that particular organ. So please understand, all put together forms one organ. All put together forms one. Like for example, if bone growth has to happen, you need vitamin K, you need vitamin D, you need vitamin A, and all that. Because as I said yesterday, metabolism, I told that's a simple word for you, but so many biochemical reactions are happening in between. We don't know. If we read nutritional biochemistry, we understand. This much book I have read. Nutritional biochemistry talks about all the reactions only. Okay, so what all reactions are happening till you get that end product. So there, as a catalyst, as a coenzyme, you require all these vitamins. That is why this is very, very important. If that is missing, then that reaction will not continue and you won't get that final product. So that is that importance. Okay.
Excuse me, a small doubt. Actually, raw food is more beneficial or boiled vegetables?
See, it isn't the case. It is the case for vitamin A, carrots. Okay,
No, we can have it raw only.
Raw salads are good,
Okay.
but with what vitamins you are trying to assimilate in your body, that matters. Okay, that is a different thing, and you are not going to mix your raw salad with your food. Okay, that is one more thing, and yes, like that.
Okay, thank you.
And in this corona pandemic time, I would not advise anyone to have raw salads.
Yes.
Because we first of all, we are not sure about how less contaminated vegetables we are getting from the market. First of all,
Yes.
that is number one. It is
Yes.
always better to cook and have the food, number one. Number
Okay.
2, if you have as a raw salad, if it has got skin, you can peel the skin, just boil at least once to deactivate the anti-nutrients. Then you have it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Thank
it
you.
about that question. And you can
Akalya, I'm sorry to interrupt. Who has asked that question?
It's me, sir, Shravanti.
What is the purpose of eating raw? Who told you why you want to eat raw?
No, not answer. Some kids, even my kids also sometimes they want to eat raw carrot like that when I peel off when I'm cutting. So that's why I asked.
Okay, no, I'm
Is it
telling why am I interrupting? Last
Okay.
year, Akalya,
yes, sir.
one of our colleague, his name is Ritesh Agarwal. Am I visible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
not visible, sir.
So
but
you're
I'm
not,
hearing you.
yeah, you're not visible but audible. Yeah, now you're visible.
So his name is Ritesh Agarwal. So he wanted to become fit. He is already fit. Like many girls also, they are super fit, they want more fit. I say mental fit, mental fellows. You don't see 1 gram extra. I want to reduce weight. Can you please help me? Tappad marna hai. No, there should be logic, na. They are, see, height 5'4", Akalya. Their weight is 50. I want to lose 2 kgs. Why? My sister-in-law is less weight. I get irritation. Anyway, now, so this fellow, one of our trainer, student, name is not important. She says, I am a diet and nutritionist. So this fellow sat next to her. Immediately, nutritionist means like some heroine sitting next. Tell me, I want to eat. So he started consulting. I think that mental fellow is here only. Ritesh Agarwal, our operations center. So she told to drink some raw vegetable juice. So he started drinking like alcohol. Boy, liters. How many liters he drank, I don't know. Exactly after 2 weeks, he was admitted in hospital, Akalya. And we suspected cancer, lungs cancer. We literally scared in Star Hospital. You know, doctor was asking, what did you do 1 week before, 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before? Suddenly he said, I'm drinking, if I'm not wrong, Thorai juice. Thorai juice, why are you drinking? My dietitian told. Why? I want to lose my belly fat. Some nonsense he told. He scolded so badly. He says that is the reason for your problem in the lungs. No, just somebody said, some certificate fellow started this guy. Why you, Thorai juice. Maybe he wanted to become like Hrithik Roshan. I don't know, Akalya. Please find a meaningful nutritionist and take their consultation. What do you say, Akalya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays,
Trust me,
Yes,
I used
sir.
to shiver because, we went for a biopsy test also. Biopsy means cancer test. He doesn't know. So I said, I was literally shivering every day. Was going to hospital with him. Finally, God's grace, nothing. But the doctor told it is because of bullshit Thorai juice. They read somewhere, drinking Thorai juice, weight loss. Why they take liters to lose weight. Please don't do stupid things. I'm sorry, Akalya, continue.
so this
Sir,
is a
sir,
topic
what is Thorai?
which I also wanted to share this thing. Daily, some people started. My skin wanted to glow, my hair wanted to glow, so I need some vegetable juice in the morning. As Sir said, no. Usually, we see internet, we see some random recipes, and we used to follow that. Not only for us, for our well wishes also. We give free advices for them also. So please don't do that, because yes, there might be some side effects you don't know. Okay, you have as you eat in your traditional way. That's it. Enough. Okay, don't consider one thing as a superfood, please. Now, no one food is a superfood. If someone says that, it's not true, because combined all that, you have to be eating all food. You can't ignore any food. If you do that, you will automatically get good nutrition in your body. You first nourish from within, then you look after the outside. Okay.
No, I want immediate solution. Tomorrow my face has to glow. Tell me, Akalya, I want something.
What is
You're already glowing, sir.
Huh?
You're already glowing, no?
Not me.
Yes, sir,
People
yeah.
ask like this.
what is Thorai?
Rich God.
Berakaya in Telugu. Other language, I don't know.
It's called Rich God.
Which God,
Make
yeah.
food out of it, not juice out of it, okay?
That means Dudi, right? Dudi.
Okay, see, some people started hating the vegetables only. After a few weeks, no, they don't even go for that vegetable, even in the form of kutta or even in the form of sambar also. If we see that vegetable, we get, no, we feel like we want to ignore that. So please don't do that. Include that in a good way that everyone accepts, no, be it palatable. See, palatability is so important. Okay, it's not that healthy. No, the nutritionists have to foresee in a view that you have kids. Kids can accept only if it is palatable, if it is tasty. So the idea is the food has to be tasty as well as healthy. Okay, we can't sometimes the bitter gourd juice and all that. I can't simply prescribe for people. Okay, it's not advised. Okay, next slide, sir. We have too many vitamins, so we have to rush now. Come on. Vitamin D, yes. So popularly called as sunshine vitamin. Okay, yes, of course, we get from many non-veg sources. We get from mackerel fish, we get from liver and eggs, white part and yellow part and all that. But still, the amount we get from food is very, very less. Which means God made us understand that you need sun also, man, for some time. You have to go and stand in sun for some time. You have to see the sun. Okay, you need sunshine to synthesis vitamin D in your body. So it is very, very essential. Okay, because all present in the skin, no? So if you see, the vitamin D, the sterols present in the skin, if it is exposed in the sun, it synthesizes vitamin D. It started synthesizing vitamin D. Thereby you get vitamin D. You store vitamin D in your body. And how it is helpful for your body? It is helpful in a way that it absorbs calcium better. See, we don't have problem with calcium at all. We all have problem with vitamin D. I don't know how many people will accept this. You all could have taken a master health checkup and your doctor or somebody could have told you to take this level, vitamin D3 and B12 test for you. And you would obviously find your levels less. You are obviously deficient. 2 in 1 people are deficient in vitamin D3. Trust me. That test is quite costlier. It's not so cheap. Okay, we can't. Not everyone can afford for it. It's so costly. But still, if you see, it is going to be deficient only. So not to take pill. If you don't want to take pill, please expose yourself on sun for at least 10 to 15 minutes. It is free source. Anything we get free, we don't respect that. Please respect sun. Okay, that's it. So for what it is helpful for absorbing calcium in your body. You get calcium from many sources, but still to absorb your calcium in your body, you need vitamin D. Okay, there are 2 types. If you see, from plant origin, it is called ergocalciferol. And if you see from animal origin, cholecalciferol. If your doctor asks you to take vitamin D test, it is your vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, because you are also animal. So you have to be checking for your vitamin D3 level, cholecalciferol. Okay, that's it about vitamin D. And see, nowadays, this vitamin D has been linked with many diseases. For example, thyroid, they say it is connected. For cancer, they say it is connected. Vitamin D, if it is deficient, you might put on weight also. There is a problem in thyroid. There is a problem in hormone. Okay, and there is also a problem for cancer. All these are recent. That's why this is the right time to get awareness among people. So get sunshine. It is very, very essential. Okay, that's it.
Ma'am, just one question. Ma'am, D3, when you say, is D and D3 same? So sunshine can give us D3 also, right?
Sunshine is not directly providing D3. Your skin synthesizes D3. So when you're checking your blood, you will be checked with your blood. So from the blood, they will know how much vitamin D3 you're able to synthesize in your body. And that is going to be always deficient if you're not getting correct amount of sun exposure.
So that is, if we go for D source, vitamin D source, we are getting D3 from there also, right?
That's what I told. No, D source. Yes, D source means it is, you can close the eyes and tell it is from sunshine only. Yes, we get from sources, other sources, but it is very negligible. We get more sunshine, we get more vitamin D from sunshine. That is very crucial. Okay, sometimes if you go to ortho, or if you are accessible to visiting your ortho, each time he charges. Each time he prescribes the same tablet, but each time we go, he will charge. Okay, for prescribing one tablet, he will charge much. And we are not sure whether it is absorbing in your body also. So the source is free. So make use of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next slide, sir.
Ma'am, any recommended time to stand, like take sunlight?
Correct question. Good question. I thought of telling this, you asked me. See, many people, they think, early morning and early evening time. It's not that. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Any time between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. the ultraviolet rays is in such a way that it is easily absorbed. It is easily synthesized. The skin can easily synthesize vitamin D. So any time between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. that is recommended. Okay, the latest research says this.
But in summer times, ma'am?
Good question. So 10 a.m. I said no. So 10 a.m. to 10:15 won't be so hot. So you can still expose.
Okay.
So, ma'am, 15 minutes is
Ma'am,
enough for.
one more thing
No,
I
if
just
it is
wanted to
daily,
add.
it is enough. As I said, no, it's a it's a storage vitamin. I am talking much. I am not sure how much I am exposing, but I have to, because as it is a fat soluble vitamin, we are taking some advantage. Okay, so daily 10 to 15 minutes means it would be fine.
Okay,
It
thank
can
you.
store whenever you are not able to see the sun. The body can can manage things.
I just want to say something. So, when we go out for any vacations, I see foreigners are having sunbath over there to get vitamin D, and we are running from there.
Of course, yes.
And we
Are
apply our
knowledge and they are translating into action. That is the problem here. We know everything, but we also know speak like we know
fight for the
everything.
shade. We fight for
They
the
like tanned skin, that's why maybe.
You know one thing,
Who says?
the darker
Who
people,
says?
the darker people will have less capacity to absorb vitamin D than the fairer people. You know that? That's why, in Africa kind of countries, they suffer from this cancer much. Okay, they are highly deficient in vitamin D, because the darker skinned people, they have less tendency to absorb vitamin D in their body compared to your fairer skin. They don't leave the opportunity at all. If they see the sun, they have the minimal clothes and they go and just lie down. Okay, they enjoy the sun like anything. We are not knowing the importance only. We are in a
Akalya, I lived in South America, North America, and I've been to many beaches. They don't go for vitamin D. They go to burn their skin to get Indian color.
Yeah, they like tan skin actually.
They say, oh, I like your color, Mr. Ashok. You are so good. And we like their skin, they like our skin. That is a mental problem of human. What we don't have, we want, and what they don't have, they want. Finally, nobody knows what they want in life. Like example, I always say, my mother-in-law black, she wanted white daughter-in-law. Logicless requirements. Finally, she got black.
So,
The Indian color we call Chamana Chaya is the most demanding color in the world. But we want their color, mental fellows. Akalya, continue.
Ma'am, this is Lalita. I have one doubt. is it like 15 minutes a day is recommended? So is it like it's the 15 minutes time that we expose it a good time, or in case we expose it for weekly once 1 hour, do we get overexposed, or that would also do?
Oh yeah, 1 hour means it you will get burned literally. Okay, don't do that. 15 to 20 minutes, or if you get time, you do it. That's what I told. No, it's a fat soluble vitamin.
Yeah, so it gets
I have
stored.
just given you the option. I have given you the answer for the question, but you have to choose how much to get, how much to cheat. You have to decide about that. Okay, 10 to
As
15
Akalya rightly mentioned,
we can expose our hands, we can expose our legs, we can expose our face. So sometimes we always apply some cream, and we always apply the sunscreen lotion, we apply some powder, and if we go and stand in the sun, nothing is going to get. Okay, or if you travel